a very good question. Someone asking me if I have $100, how do I know which stock is making me more money? Do I look at net margins? Do I look at stock price? So for this question, I'm going to compare two stocks, AT&T versus GE. AT&T is 30.60 cents now, $30.60, and GE is $8.73. All things equal, which stock is a better investment? Which one can make you more money? Of course, we know that there's no such thing as all things equal. Otherwise, why is there only like 2 weekends and 5 weekdays? Okay, doesn't matter that. Let's go and compare GE versus AT&T. Now, I got a spreadsheet ready. And let me write down these two stocks. T for AT&T and GE. These are the stock symbols. We got to look at the stock price right now. As I mentioned, AT&T is $30.60 and GE is at, how much is that? $8.73. Okay, $8.73. And let's assume that we have an investment amount of $100. Okay, the first thing we can see is how many units of stocks can we get back for this $100 investment. So for AT&T, what is this? AT&T, $100 divided by $30, I get about 3 stocks, correct? And for GE, $100 divided by 8, 11 stocks. Now, obviously, I get more GE because it's cheaper, but is it a better investment? Now, we got to ask ourselves, why do we invest in particular stocks? Some people say I invest because I believe in the mission, in the vision of the stocks, but now let's go straight to how much money they can make us. I'm going to look at 3 things. Number 1, EPS. I call it earnings per share, which is how much money does each stock makes me. Second thing, dividends per share. And finally, okay, book value per share. A quick summary as I type. The first one tells me EPS, how much does each stock makes me. Second one, how much does each stock actually pays me. After they can pay me some money, dividends. And the last one, if the stock closed down right now, how much money am I getting back? Let me show you where to find all this information using Morningstar. AT&T is over here. You can see earnings per share. It's making me $5.26 per share. For dividends, it's making me $2 per share. It gives me $2 per share. Wow. And the last one, book value per share. If this stock goes down right now or closes down right now, I'm going to get $25.26. Okay, let me just plug all this number into the Excel. EPS, $5.26. You can do this at home as well, okay? Otherwise, perhaps if I'm in a good mood, I will give you this Excel spreadsheet. Well, I'm always in a good mood, okay? So, now, for this is AT&T, and let's look at this final portion. I want to know in total my $100, how much is AT&T making me? So for 3 units, you can see that it's making me $5 per unit or per share, multiply by 3. My $100 is making me $15. And for total dividends, there's going to be $2 per share. I got 3 shares. My $100 will give me $6 of dividend if I invest into AT&T. Okay, and finally, total asset value. Now, what it means is if AT&T closes down right now, my 3 shares will give me back, how much is that? $25 times 3, and tada, $75. So this is what I'm getting for my $100 if I invest in AT&T, ticker symbol T. Now, let's look at GE. For GE, same thing, looking at earnings per share, every single share is making me negative 3.65. Come on, what are you doing this year? Something bad is happening. But let's take a look. Maybe perhaps this may be one of the best time to invest if they are doing badly. So let's take a look at other portions. Dividends, 48 cents. Well, at least I'm still getting some cash back. And finally, book value per share, $3.62. Let me plug this number in before I make more comments about this stock, okay? By the way, as you know, this is not a stock recommendation. This is just sharing with you how I'm looking at stocks so that you can see whether it makes sense for you and adopt this for yourself, okay? Okay, so we got the numbers here. Every single share is losing us $3.65, is giving us 48 cents of dividends, and book value, the asset value is $3.62. I'm going to just bring this over. You can see For GE, every $100 we can buy 11 shares, and these 11 shares will give us a total earnings of minus $40, give us total dividends of $5.28, and total asset value of 39.82. So looking at this, can you decide which is a better investment, or rather I should say cheaper investment right now? $100 of AT&T or $100 of GE? Your $100 again can make you in AT&T can make you $15, compared to $100 in GE will lose you $40. $100 in AT&T will give you $6 of dividends. GE will give you $5 of dividends, 5.28, and total asset value if they close now, it will be $75 in AT&T and $39 in GE. And I want to finally show something before I go on. Before we compare the price, because we can compare with Coke, we can compare with, let's say, Disney, Apple, you can just copy and paste this whole entire formula and just bring it over and compare and see which is the cheaper investment right now. But remember, cheap is not always good. For example, let me just give you some concerns about GE. Earnings per share is losing money. Dividends, you can see, is not stable and is dropping. Book value per share, look at this. This is the total asset value and is dropping as well. So remember to check out the quality before you even look at the valuation. Don't just buy don't just buy some stocks because it's cheap. Don't employ someone just because it's cheap, okay? Make sure the quality is good. I hope that this helps you. I will load this Excel spreadsheet into a link and you can download as well. So I hope it helps you. Any more questions? Continue to ask me and I'll answer you guys. See you.